Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with one that you guys asked for me to review, and I picked it up and I have not reviewed it and it's been multiple months, and you'll find out why in a second. Paris Corner, the Triumphant Sapphire. And as you can very clearly tell from the bottle and the name, this is supposed to be a clone of Bodacia. This is supposed to be a clone of Bodacia the Victorious Blue Sapphire. I think it's very clear. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So the notes on the Paris Corner website don't seem accurate. I'll read them anyway, but we're going to talk about what we really smell. So it's supposed to have Sicilian lemon, blackcurrant, bergamot, and spicy notes. Fruity notes, patchouli leaf, water jasmine, cedar, leather, sandalwood, vanilla, and white musk and moss. So I think some of those are possibly in the right direction, but those are not the notes for Blue Sapphire. What you're really gonna smell are these like floral notes with kind of an oudy background. At least that's what I get. It's really floral to me, like okay, so I'm not known to like keep anything like subtle. This has like mature older woman florals in it mixed with like a kind of like an oud background. Now I don't have Blue Sapphire. I don't think I've smelled that one. I've smelled a couple from the Bodacia line, but that is not one of them. It's really ironic because I almost blind bought it because I thought the bottle was really nice. It is a little bit pricey. I mean, that everything from Bodacia the Victorious is pretty pricey, but I thought it was a really nice bottle. And usually when things are blue, I think that they're going to be super up my alley. I am incredibly grateful that I was not able to blind buy it at the time. I think either it like sold out or something like that. There was a reason that I wasn't able to blind buy it. This is like, again, I find this to be pretty floral with kind of like that woody, slightly oudy background. And I'm going to tell you the experience I had with it. So we might go a little out of order based on that. The experience that I had with this is I wore multiple times. I only got commented on it once because I asked my buddy, because I was like, I just gotta ask somebody something. I said, hey, smell this. And he said, okay. And he smelled it. He said, I've smelled that before. And in my head, I'm like, this is a normie, right? It's not a fragrance connoisseur or anything like that. He hasn't smelled this before. Immediately told me, he said, first of all, I don't like it. Second of all, my mom used to go to Europe once a year and pick up a bottle of this for my aunt. The bottle is blue and round. And I was like, okay, well, does he really know the original of this? So I like pulled up the bottle on the website. He's like, yeah, that's the one. He's like, I don't like it. I've never liked it. And it's just always one that I just didn't care for the smell of. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I'm just like, it's like wild for me to have met somebody who has smelled this, because Bodacia the Victorious is not like something that a lot of people have smelled. So for that to be a fragrance that his mom used to pick up once a year for his aunt, mind blowing to me. Anyway, I feel like that little story has maybe said a lot. I don't mean to offend anyone who likes the original of this. I do not care for this fragrance at all. When I got this, the atomizer was broken. It took me quite a few things to make it work. I don't care. Like, the atomizer can go back to being broke. But this is one that I'm going to be honest, I'm going to try to give away. I've already tried to give it to my dad. He kindly declined. So this is one that I'm just going to have. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance, because maybe you guys like that scent profile. I think that it's like too floral, and it kind of gives me like older, mature woman vibes, and like old school too, like nothing in this decade. So I really try not to be offensive, but I feel like I couldn't make that less offensive. I'm sorry if you like this. I don't care for it at all. Again, really want to. I feel like I would love a bottle of the original because I think it's a really nice bottle. I'm going to have to keep trying other things from Bodacia the Victorious and maybe get something also with a nice bottle that smells better to me. So it turns out they may have gotten fairly close to the scent profile. Yeah. And it doesn't, like, I've smelled other Bodacia the Victorious fragrances, and I feel like they smell a little bit more rich than this. So I don't know. I mean, I guess quality is obviously not going to be the same based on the price that I paid. Either way, turns out the scent profile seems like it couldn't be that far off. Performance-wise, this turns into a skin scent on me about the 5-hour mark. Projection, I get like decent projection for the first maybe hour and a half. But I will be honest with you, I don't want this to project well because I didn't care for this. I asked my buddy at like around the 5-hour mark if he could still smell it. He said, yeah, kind of, but only really close. And he said, I could never really smell it on you unless I was really close to you. And this is like an hour and a half, no, probably about 2 hours in. Like when he was really close to me, he said, when you like walk a little bit, I can smell it. So the sillage. But for the most part, I really don't smell it on you. It's not something like I didn't even know that you were wearing fragrance today. So it's like, okay. He's like, but also I would prefer to keep it that way. I didn't want to smell it anyway. So I was like, cool, man. But I mean, I really like that because I asked him for his honest opinion. And again, it pretty much aligns with mine. This is one that like was really hard to test because I did not enjoy wearing it. Again, I'm trying to say this with also saying that I know a lot of people are going to like this. Obviously, this is a popular fragrance. Well, in the fragrance world, this is a popular fragrance. It just doesn't seem to be one that I like. I've liked so many from like Paris Corner, like all these brands that I've been reviewing lately. Every now and then there's got to be a miss. It just happens to be this one right here. So performance, not the best performer. Longevity wasn't that good. It definitely didn't hit 8 hours. It was a skin scent by the 6-hour mark. I would say slightly before the 6-hour mark, it was a skin scent. Which for this, I don't think that Bodacia the Victorious gets like accolades for high performing fragrances. So I don't know that it's too different. Either way, not a huge performer. Decent projection, I would say, for about an hour and a half. Decent sillage for a little bit longer than that. But yeah, it sits closer after that 5.5 to 6 hour mark. In terms of who can wear it, I'm not even going to get into that because I feel like I've already described this. And yeah, I don't want to get further into that. I feel like that's enough. When could you wear it? I mean, I definitely think you have to dress it up. I don't think you could wear this casually at all. And I think that it's going to be more of a spring, maybe summer fragrance. But, you know, if this is something that you like, maybe year round, as long as you're dressed up, I think that's when you would wear it. Certainly wouldn't wear it on a date night. I don't think it would fit that at all. Yeah. And let's do this because I do this wrong all the time. This is how much I paid for it on fragrancebuy.ca. It's been available for a while on the internet, on the interwebs. But turns out I think Fragrance By got it recently, and that's why I just heard of it. Posted something on YouTube to see if you guys wanted me to review it, and you did, so I am. You will never see this bottle on this channel again. I will continue to try to give it away until someone finally accepts it. If not, it will end up in some sort of donation pile somewhere. This is just one that I you know what? We're going to say this. My nose is not mature enough for this one. If you've tried this fragrance, comment down below. Let people know what you think. As always, remember to like this video. If you liked it, be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop another video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!